the 28th hour experience with K Camille, where you know it's real. It's the 28th hour experience with K Camille, where you know it's real. Current events, different topics with a twist you can't miss. K Camille, 28th hour experience. Talking about books, different looks. Talking about stories that leave you shook. K Camille, 28th hour experience.
What's the deal? It's your girl K Camille with the 28th hour experience, where you know the stories are real. So we are here for episode 37. It's August. It's the 28th hour experience birthday month. Shout out to you. But we are here for episode 37, and the world is worlding. What better title than that? Because that is what we like to call mess of mess. The world is whirling, though. You know, recalls, headlines, music, and reactions. That's what you're going to get today from me. So let's jump right on in with these beyond the headlines. Now I want to start with Elon Musk. So over the weekend, I seen that a SpaceX rocket crashed into the moon going about 5,400 miles an hour, 7 times the speed of sound. And it would be like setting off 3 tons of TNT. And that all happened on the moon. Now they say we're okay. The debris will leave a deep crater, and we should be fine. But the only thing that I can think of is, should there be a law put in place? You can't go playing in space because you can put the whole world in danger. It just feel like he's a billionaire who's having fun with his money, but at the cost of others. You know, I don't like that. I don't. Elon, please just stay out of space, because I don't really see the benefit. You know, comment below. Let me know how you feel. Let me move on to a more serious scenario that happened here in Michigan, where a father unalived his entire family and set house ablaze. Now, I'm going to go into my notes about what I have about this. This is the Carol Kowicks family, and it was a tragedy. On July 24th of this year, a devastating tragedy unfolded in Grand Haven Township, Michigan, when authorities responded to a house fire at the Carol Kowicks family home. Inside the residence, first responders discovered 8 members of the same family deceased: 47-year-old Christopher Kowicks and his wife, Amanda Kowicks, and their 6 children, who range from ages 5 to 15. Now, at first, the situation appeared to be a deadly house fire, but however, investigators later determined that the victims did not die from the fire. Autopsies revealed that all 8 family members suffered from fatal gunshot wounds. Investigators have classified the death as a self-unaliving case. Authorities believe Christopher Kowicks shot his wife and their 6 children before setting multiple fires inside the home and ultimately taking his own life. The investigation has also raised questions about the timeline of the unalivings. Information from death certificates reportedly indicate that Mandy's death may have occurred before the deaths of the children and Christopher, although exact sequence of events remains a part of the investigation. So, you know, they haven't publicly, you know, established a motive, but they're kind of like piecing things together and doing their job. So what I can just say is that I'm praying for the family. In those 8 children, I want to put in there, and if you see in the picture, the family reportedly had 6 children, and including in those twin girls, they have been adopted from China. So I don't know what was going on where you decided to do that, but their deaths have, you know, understandably devastated the surrounding communities, and neighbors and others didn't even notice any signs. And you know, they didn't notice any, like I said, they didn't notice any signs, and investigators have not publicly established a definite motive. But Christopher had reportedly recently lost his job, his position with the American Heart Association, and there have been reports concerning difficulties within their marriage. But those circumstances should not automatically be presented as the reason of the killings. At this point, there is no confirmed public explanation for why Christopher carried out the attack. And adding another heartbreaking case, the family pets were unalived due to the fire. So it's just a lot of lives lost. The children, the innocent lives, the wife, innocent. It's no telling what was going on with his mind, through his mind. But we want to pray for that family and pray that they piece everything together and they can get put away nice, peacefully, because it's no reason to do that. And if you're feeling and having negative thoughts, it's so many resources. Use the resources. Talk to somebody before you make a decision that affects your life and others around you. Okay. I want to move on to what's been troubling all of us. How many recalled foods do you have in your refrigerator or freezer right now? I bet you don't know. I don't even know. Every time I go on the internet, every time I watch the news, it's something recalled. If it's not a car part, a food part, a toy, something is being recalled. And it's like, are people paying attention at their jobs day to day? They can't, because they're stressed out. Like, the world is worlding. Let's go. So the cyclosporiasis is dying off. It's not fully gone. Unfortunately, 2 deaths did occur because of the cyclosporiasis, and the 2 people, their underlying issues. They had underlying health conditions. But they said that the numbers are going down, which is indicating that the outbreak is dwindling off itself. But that does not mean it's clear, go. Tread lightly, okay? Also, when we're talking about recalls, we got Qdoba and Chipotle. They had to recall all of their jalapeños due to salmonella, which sickened 345 people across 27 states. Eggs are also being recalled due to salmonella. August 7th, USDA announced that Corte Argentino USA LLC was recalling approximately 29,628 pounds of raw beef products that were imported without the required USDA inspection. Then, the Trump administration announced an emergency recall of 12,000 pounds of bacon across 3 states that failed to get proper inspection. But wait. When it came to the bacon, I know y'all seen a couple of weeks ago and last week, every week they're saying that bacon is carcinogenic, which means it is a high risk of cancer. So not only are y'all not properly inspecting it, you guys know that it carries things of carcinogens, and it's still being served on America's platters every morning or whenever they decide to have bacon. And I also have one here, lastly, and I want y'all to pay attention because this is happening in Michigan. There is a syndrome called Cannabis hyperemesis syndrome, or CHS, and it's because Michigan is noting rising ER visits based off marijuana. So please be careful out there. Symptoms include nausea and explosive vomiting. So my Michiganders, my Detroiters, I know y'all stressed out. We was just dealing with explosive diarrhea. Now you got to deal with being nauseated and vomiting due to marijuana. Now, I will keep you posted on what's these things. Is it all strands of marijuana? No, it's just either the report says that Michigan has seen rises in ER visits, people complaining of nausea and vomiting violently. Okay, so whatever that is, I need y'all to all tread lightly with your eggs, bacon, jalapenos, lettuce, and all that in between, because next time we see each other, it's probably gonna be some more recalls. It's ridiculous. Yeah, let's move on. We have a couple that faces felony charges after a newborn was found in the bathroom toilet. Okay, so this story is crazy, y'all. So an 18-year-old woman in Durham, North Carolina, is facing felony charges after authorities say she ordered a AB medication online from out of state and took it while she was reportedly 31 weeks pregnant. According to the police, first responders were called to the couple's home after the woman gave birth in a bathroom. Authorities allege that the newborn was found in a toilet with a pulse. Emergency crews reportedly performed CPR before rushing the baby to the hospital. Oh, thank God. Investigators identified the woman as Saisha Johnson and her 19-year-old boyfriend as Elijah Spite. According to the search warrants, investigators allege Johnson learned she was pregnant, ordered the AB medicine online and later took the medication. Authorities also allege that Spite knew about the pregnancy and the medication. Johnson is facing several felony charges, including charges involving child abuse and allegations concerning the unborn child. Spite has also been charged in connection with the case. Now, here's something I want to make very clear. These are allegations. We don't know what everything is being charged with, but what's been reported is the Durham County District Attorney Office says it will review the case before deciding how to proceed. At this point, both Johnson and Spite are being held on $1,000 secured bonds. And honestly, this case just raises a lot of questions for me, not just legally, but about pregnancy, access to AB medication, what we're going on in politics. Like, women, like, once you're 31 weeks and you are going to AB medication, it's just like a lot that has to be investigated with that. But this is definitely a developing story, and there's still a lot we don't know. So we don't know what happened in the bathroom, the full condition of the newborn, the circumstances surrounding the pregnancy, and the medication. Like, why did you wait to 31 weeks? Why was he okay with it? It's so many questions. But we're going to keep going because the Beyond the Headlines is hot this week. We don't see each other every week, so I got to lay it on y'all thick. Let's get into, remember this white chick here? She unalived her boyfriend, right? She was just sentenced to 6 years for the unaliving of him, and getting credit for 4 years served already. Let's talk about that privilege. Now, she got 6 years and she was ultimately charged with manslaughter. And it just consumed me how justice continues to play in our face, while Carmelo Anthony got 35 years for defending himself. And, all those clips of her calling him the N-word with the hard R, it was a lot going on with that case that, it didn't scream manslaughter, but that's what she got. She got her a good old manslaughter, 4 years served credit, so she got 2 more to go. And that's the justice system that we vote for and pay for. Let's move on to something else happening in America. A Mississippi woman found unalive hanging from a tree. Okay, this is still happening in 2026. And this is really disturbing. A 29-year-old woman identified as Tasia Fortune was found unalive Monday in the backyard of what authorities describe as a vacant home on the 500 block of Road of Remembrance. According to reports, Tasia was found hanging from a tree, and because of the circumstances surrounding her death, people in the community are demanding answers, and as they should. Jackson City Councilman Kenneth Stokes has asked federal officials to get involved in this investigation. He says he sent a letter to U.S. Attorney Office asking for assistance in making sure whoever may be responsible is identified and prosecuted. Stokes has also pointed to Mississippi's history of racial violence and lynching, saying that regardless of whether investigators ultimately determine that race played a role in Tasia's death, the circumstances are disturbing enough that they deserve serious attention from the community and its leaders. He's not lying, because who's just running around? First of all, who's just doing that to themselves? Now, we don't know fully how Tasia died at this moment as I'm reporting this, but or whether it was a result of a homicide or self-infliction. We don't know yet. That's all to be investigated, but I wanted to highlight what is going on, okay? Now, the right questions we need to be asking right now is, who was responsible, what actually happened to her, and was there anyone else involved? And once we have those answers, we'll talk about it on another day here at the 28th hour experience. But I want to send my prayers out to Miss Fortune's family. I find it very eerie, the road she was found on, the Road of Remembrance. Like, it's just, I don't believe in coincidences. I never have. So I just pray that they find all the answers and quickly. I hope that it's not a cold case, none of that. I hope that it's open, shut. We figured it out. We pieced it together, please. Because it's just so many parents out here, families out here who are distraught because they don't have answers. just like Nolan Wills, we're still praying for the Nolan Wills family, for the justice for them. Now, I'm going to end y'all with this. This is not as salacious, but it is a trip. Why this man from the UK, dressed as the Grim Reaper, climb on the hospital roof and just start staring down all the guests, doctors, nurses, patients, visitors. So he got arrested and was fined 200 pounds, which is equivalent to about $270 here. Listen, that is crazy. Just imagine you getting out the ER and then you look up and see. I'll be like, no, go back in here. We ain't going in there. Or you going to visit your people and you see them. I will be like, it's something up there. Then and my people got to get out. Like, people, this internet, it can be a funny place. It's definitely not a safe place, but it is a place that has caused more trolling than a little bit. And y'all need to be careful with that. Let's move on to Song of the Week. Y'all know I'm going to give y'all Song of the Week. And Song of the Week is by one of my fave rap girlies, Cardi B, with Aha. She dropped Aha, and Yanti made sure we all knew she dropped Aha. That whole scenario was funny, but it's hot. It's definitely hot. It has bars. It has those one-liners that, us ladies like to use for our posts. And it just has that I'm that bitch. Like, it's just that, and just, I'm enjoying my life. Like, literally, I'm laughing. Like, I am enjoying my life. Laugh now, cry later. Like, it's up. All that shit y'all think y'all doing, what I had, that's old news to me. I am enjoying my life. What I do will take. I don't like that it wasn't out for my birthday, because I damn sure would have been playing it for my birthday. This should have came out at the top of the summer, because it's one of those, you at the club, you with your girls, you feeling good, you on your way. Like, it's one of those. If it's your birthday, it's definitely one of those. But I definitely love Aha. It's a great, great banger. And of course, she looked gorgeous. The color, I love how much color. I love that Cardi is not afraid of fucking color. As much color as we lose in the world. McDonald's ain't even colorful no more, y'all. I love how she plays with color, and she looks good in everything. So shout out to you, Cardi. That's the Song of the Week. Aha, check it out if you already haven't, okay? Now, more music news, and for my R&B people, I cannot wait. Donnell Jones and Joe will be having a versus August 20th. I love them both. Who gonna win? Because it's just like, they both got bangers. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Joe, because Joe got, I don't want to be a player. He got, oh my God, he got all the things your man won't do. Like, he could play that 10 times. He could play all the things your man won't do 10 times, and then Donnell Jones could come with just where I want to be. I got to see it. I have to see who wins this one, because you could be on one side, right? Like, yeah, and such and such. Like I just said, Joe can play all the things your man won't do, but then Donald Jones will come out with say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Uh-huh. Ooh, say what? Say what? Say what? You know that I like it. Like, I can't wait. So August 20th, Donnell Jones and Joe will be doing a versus. So we will definitely talk about that when we come back. Let's also talk about another concert, and this one will be coming to the city of Detroit. The Love on the River concert is with Keisha Cole and Lloyd. They will be here August 30th at the Aretha Amphitheater. I can't wait to go to this concert. I love Keisha Cole. I love Lloyd. I just feel like that is going to be a bomb concert off the water. It's always nice in August. You still get that like summer. It's like a summer dewy feeling. Then you get that water off the wind. The wind off the water. Just beautiful. So this is something you can go with your boo, or you can go with your girl, and y'all could just sing your love songs to the top of your lungs. So check that out if you are in the city. Lloyd and Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole and Lloyd will be Love on the River, with the Love on the River concert August 30th. Now, something else I seen music pertaining. The Cash Money and No Limit tour is coming, starting in September with special guest Boosie Badass. Now, they will be in Detroit September 25th. I don't know what the venue is as of now, but just to know that they will be in concert is so hype. Now, when I tell you that tour, that we went to the No Limit concert back a couple years ago. That was at the Fox. When I tell you everybody was good, knew their words, was giving us like, we got our money's worth. Like, I was pleased Master P and them put on a show. So now we can see Cash Money. It's about to bring back childhood, and it's going to be a good time. Like, this is the crowd that know how to have a good time when they go to concerts. Trust me, I went to the No Limit concert, and them people, oh, let me tell you, that crowd that when they was in their teenage years, when No Limit and stuff was out, they is a time to hang with. I had a good time. So I'm going to run down there September 25th to enjoy that show. But that's enough of music news. I want to go to shout out of the hour. And y'all know I love shout out of the hour because it highlights great things going on in my community, things around the world, things that the people are doing. So if you know somebody got something dope going on, or you see some dope stuff going on in the community, I know I can miss some things. So DM me on Instagram at the 28th Hour Experience, or you can email me at the 28th Hour exp@gmail.com. I digress. This week, shout out of the hour goes to the Howard Family Bookstore, which is right in my community. It's right at 13803 Puritan Avenue. It is beautiful, and their slogan I love so much: where stories live and community thrives. And that's really what it's all about. The owner and founder, Jerwan Howard, is from the community, and I've really been loving the work he's doing. He pours back into the community, and it's time to pour back into him so we can keep doing it and keep going and keep going. So being able to have a local bookstore where you can get coffee, get tea, get a peace of mind, read a book, is just, it's a bookworm's dream. It's a bookworm's dream. So, not only can you stop by for, coffee, tea, get a book, they offer so many services. So they have free reading tutoring, American Sign Language. You can also rent the space out for book clubs, soft launches of your book as authors. They also, which I found really dope, is an author partnership opportunity. And all of these things are explained in great detail on their website, which is howardfamilybookstore.com, www.howardfamilybookstore.com, where you can get all that information. But I just really feel like this is something so great, and I hope it's a contagious thing that just continues to happen throughout all the local communities, because when you go in there, it's warm, inviting. You can bring your kids. It's literally a family affair when you go in there, because you can do comic books for your kids, books, the reading tutoring, so that reading is fundamental. Reading can be taught. You can walk down the street to go to these reading tutoring. I love that it's so accessible to the community. I respect what he's doing, and that is why the Howard Family Bookstore got shout out of the week for the 28th Hour Experience. We see what y'all doing. We support y'all, and we are behind you all the way. So go there, go check them out, go purchase a book, go get some coffee, support your local community, because they are pouring into us, and we got to pour right back into them so they can keep it going. Okay, you can follow them on Instagram, and again, like I told you, they have a website that has all the information you'll need. Now, still on books, I want to give a special shout out to my girl Kiara, and she just got her book out. It's called She Is Becoming Her. And this book is about the process of becoming a better version of yourself while still navigating real life. And she shares thoughts on grief, relationships, motherhood, faith, healing, growth, and learning how to get back to yourself. And as a woman, we all struggle with that when we go through the different bounds, the ups and downs of our life. So I want y'all to go get that book. It is available on Amazon. You can also follow her on Facebook at Kiara Fache, or you can follow her on Instagram at Forever Her Mommy, and ask her about the book. But make sure you check it out on Amazon, okay? Now, to my favorite part, we're gonna end on I don't know, because these videos were crazy. So every other week that y'all see me, it's either Hold the Line 28th Hour Letters or Hold the Line reaction video. So we are holding the line this week for our reaction video. So the first video is talking about, it's going to put you in the mindset of why things are going on right now. Not only is the world worlding, the people here, and specifically I can talk about in my backyard, the United States of America, we are struggling severely. And right now, with the mortgages, not being able to pay for groceries, gas, and that, people are not being able to afford to live in their homes. People are getting double their mortgages, starting off at $1,500, now they're paying $2,500. And it's gotten so bad that more than half of the Americans are late on their mortgage payments, and the banks are holding off on foreclosures because nobody's purchasing the homes. So watch this video, and I think it gives a great insight on why that is happening.
Listen to this. Facts.
So explain this to me. 50 years ago, a barber and a waitress could buy a house with a big yard for a dog and raise 4 kids, meat and potatoes on the dinner table every night. And now an accountant and a lawyer can't do that. Why is that?
Just making dollar bills with nothing behind it, nothing to back it.
If you have an economy with 10 apples and $10, it's $1 an apple. You double the number of dollars to 20, but you still only have 10 apples. Well, all of a sudden it's $2 an apple. It's not that the cost of apples has gone up. It still costs the same resources to grow and pick the apples. It's that the price has gone up because the value of the money has gone down.
Right.
So in America, over the last 55 years, you've doubled the number of homes in America from about 70 million to 150 million. You know how much the money supply has grown? 30 times. So you have twice the homes, but 30 times the cash. Housing costs have gone up 15-fold in 55 years. And now an entire generation of kids can't afford homes. This is the biggest wealth transfer from the working class to the elites, from I say the have-nots to the have-yachts.
The have-nots and the have-yachts. And I was just talking about it. I feel like Elon Musk is just playing with his money, and the world is at his disposal. It is crazy. And he made a point. Back in the day, you could buy a house, have 4 or 5 kids. America's asking too much. They're wondering why the birth rates are low. People are frustrated. I'm not having no kids I can't afford. Are you mad that people are smarter now? Not saying that people back in the day wasn't smarter, but I mean, we can see that technology has advanced. Women are not just sitting and having children anymore. People are not just wanting to have 8, 10, 11, 12 kids. We can't afford the ones we have. Let's go to the next one. This is a PSA for the single moms out there, because they are really out on the prowl. The predators seek y'all out before they seek single moms out, before they seek out the children. I thought that it was very, very mindful. Now, the first video, before I go to the second video, is from Joshua Hollingsworth, and you can go check out his other content. He has other content like this on his TikTok, so you can go check him out for that. This second video is from a psychologist, and she always gives good tips, great motivation, and great things to just think about. But this one I thought is needed because I know a lot of ladies watch my podcast, so I just wanted to post this to just be mindful. We all have to be mindful. So check this out. Sorry, right? Let's go to our last video. And I don't know how this came across my FYP page, but since I had to see it, y'all gonna have to see it. Y'all can follow her. And if y'all see part 2 before I get part 2, make sure you send it to me. My TikTok is k.camille28, or you can DM it to me on Instagram at the 28th Hour Experience. Because what is going on? Check this out.
Story is so fucking disturbing that I had to double check it a few times before I came to tell y'all about it. Now, I don't know if y'all have or have not came across Antoine's page. If you haven't, I'm going to tag him down below in the caption. Now, Antoine, at first, didn't know he wanted to get on here and tell us his lifetime story, but y'all, I'm glad Antoine did. Antoine gave us one part. I'm patiently waiting for part 2 because I need to know what happened. Now, Antoine got on here and told us that when he was younger, his mom was on those rugs, So he was raised by his grandmother, and he would live with his grandmother and his uncle most of the time. But he longed to be with his mother. So when he would be with his mother, he would do whatever she wanted him to do. Now, y'all, Antoine mama did the most disturbing shit to Antoine when he was 11 years old. Yes, Antoine's mom took his virginity at 11. She actually started messing with the baby way before he was 11. Now, Antoine, I know you said you love your mom, but I just need to know where your mom is. I just need her to come outside. I need to holler at her real quick. Y'all, even Granny, I know, Antoine, you said she raised you to be the man that you are, but Granny is part of the problem, and I'm about to tell y'all why. Now, Antoine said before he was 11, he remembered being at his mom's house, and he was in the bed, and he was sleeping. But he was walking up to his feet being placed on his mama's, her Susie. She had took his feet and placed it on her shit. He said he played like he was sleeping until she got done. And when she got done, her shit was on his feet, and she just pushed his feet to the side. He went back to sleep, woke up the next morning like nothing ever happened. He said his mommy eventually started doing this while he was woke. While he was wide awoke, his mom would do this with his damn feet. He said now about 11 years old, roughly 11 and a half, that's when she started, having relations with him. He said, you remember one time that they did it before she got him ready for school, and as they're walking to the bus stop or walking to school, he said, Mom, when I get home from school, can we do that again? Now, y'all, he said that right there still bothers him today because he feels like he asked for everything that happened to him. And no, baby, you did not. Because anything that feels good to a child and they think that their mom is okay with it, they're going to keep on doing it. Your mom was a sick one. Now, Antoine said, he was becoming a teenager. His mom wanted to discipline him by, like, spanking him, and he was in there going blow for blow with his mama. Antoine eventually went to his grandma and was like, you know what, Grandma, I'm about to tell you. My mom, she been touching me. She been having with me. Why Granny tell him, Antoine, we don't talk about that type of stuff. You keep that stuff to yourself. Yeah, Granny may have raised you, Antoine, but Granny was part of the problem. Now, Antoine said this didn't stop y'all up until his mama gave him a ST-fucking-D. Now, y'all, the story ended. He said he gonna come back and tell us what happened with that STD and the fallout from that. Y'all, it's been 2 days and he ain't gave us part 2. But if y'all have not been over to Antoine's page, y'all need to go over there and listen because I was very disturbed. And I just need to know, where's your mama at, Antoine? Mother to mother. I need to holler at her outside. It's only gonna take a couple seconds.
That's so... It's so nasty. It's so disturbing. It's so heart-crushing. It's all bets is off. But you got stuff like that. You don't know what people going through. You don't know what be on people's mind when you be seeing them kids and you don't know what's happening to them. It just made me so mad. I was just like, how can somebody mind go to that? How can somebody mind your mom? I have sons. Like, oh my God. I was just so mortified. I want to know, is she charged? Did he telling TikTok, and I can only imagine how long his video is, but you telling TikTok, what about the police? And is it a time on the crime? Like, is it a limit? Like, I can't. But that is it. That is it for episode 37. The world is worlding. If these stories, if these videos didn't amplify that title, I don't know what did. But you know what? We are here now. And I want to leave y'all with this. Be mindful. Have discernment. Take a minute to woosah, even if that means going to a place like Howard Family Bookstore and getting you a book, or going to Detroit Beautiful and getting you some coffee. Do something to calm your nerves, pump your brakes, think about things that you're doing before you do them, because one thing about trouble is so easy to get into and it's so hard to get out of, okay? A couple announcements. We will be turning a year on Friday, August 28th, and I don't know if I want to post on Thursday or if I want to post Friday. I will let y'all know next week what I decide to do as far as that, but that will be episode 38 for the next time I see y'all. So we have been here a whole year. If you've been rocking with me since the beginning, I appreciate you. I love you. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you here at the 28th Hour Experience. We just love to connect over books, music, things going on around the world. I try to give it to y'all in a good, digestible way. Like you can see these videos popping up right now. I'm learning as I go. So if you want to see somebody who really is, I don't know everything, but I'm having fun doing something I love, talking about things that I love in a community that I really find important to me, like Detroit, that's my home. So I'm always highlighting things that's going on there. If you are down with that, give me a subscribe so we can have fun together, watch me grow together, because, again, I'm learning every day about this, and I just want this to be inspiration to anybody out there that is still trying to do something, trying to follow their dream. You can do it. You can do it. I'm doing it. You can do it. So follow, like, subscribe. Come on over here and join the 28th Hour Tribe. I love y'all. Goodbye. Follow me on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Right now my Facebook is down because somebody hacked it. We'll talk about that later. Instagram, the 28th Hour Experience. Email the 28th Hour exp@gmail.com. All my links are on my Instagram. DM me any stories y'all want to hear. Anybody that you know that's got some dope things going on, I told y'all DM me and email me. But, of course, I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye. I had a good time today on the 28th Hour Experience.
Stories that leave you shook. K. Camille, 28th Hour Experience.